constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. For the opening kickoff. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. from inside his 25. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Makes him talk to the hand. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Taylor. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the grab. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Caught near the sticks. It's Anderson. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On the run, it's Edwards. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. LSU right back to the line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Got it. They'll try it over the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly to the tight end. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Tigers will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Rock. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man in the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Looking for room. It's Frazier. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Bulldogs just dismissing tackles. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure. pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The field goal is no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the run. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the ground. Snowed under by the defense. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Buys a little time with his feet. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Finds his tight end. He gets it up to midfield, forced out of bounds at the 50.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on second down. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And it has been a defensive struggle to say the least, but finally, scoring. We've got a field goal on the board. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. LSU quick to the line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On third and short, the power run here. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
You're down, obviously, at the half. You had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Wants to go up top on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Rides to back and leaves it. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Now facing a third and long. might be calling a hot route. To the air. It's Manning. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
From the gun, the running back has it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Quick release on the RPO. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Hauls it in. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Dogs! How about this back staying on? And getting it in on the option.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman.
Touchdown LSU! Stealing a score on special teams. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Looking to to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Taylor. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Third down play from the gun. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides the back on the option to give. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Offense calls calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Gives them a little more breathing room, a 3-yard gain out to the 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a crease, it's Berry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Dogs haven't just been hungry, they've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached, they listen, they
breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. LSU right back to the line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Manning. Caught behind the line, it's Edwards. Reaches into the bag of moves and finds his way up to the 31. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play, clock running. To the ground to try to move the chains. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that 1st down.
The Tigers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll go to the ground. Gets a pass to Markham. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Back to pass, it's Manning. That one never had a chance, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And the defense drags him down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. The give to the back. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, LSU.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And this to tie things up in the final minute. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And in the waning seconds of the game, they tie it up.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend
on. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. Finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
Started here in overtime. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. Breaks the tackle. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, going to the air. Can't make the connection on fourth down, and they give up the football here in overtime.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground and getting upfield.
Gives it on the option. Oh, what a cut! He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That will put the wrap on things from here for David Pollock. The give to the tailback. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Flips it out in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. If you consider the swing pass an extension of the running game, well, they shut down the run and the swing on that one.
No doubt. Locked him down. Great job seeing it right away. Eyes on the running back. As soon as they threw it, multiple guys breaking on the...
Free up the gut. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so...
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Moore will throw. Heaves it on the run. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage, because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the right. Makes the grab past the marker. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touch! Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure coming. Creates a little space. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Shotgun snap on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, looking to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense in a bunch formation. Moore to the air. Got a man. It's Stewart. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges.
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. And that one will give them the lead.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Buying some time. He's got it on the move. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeps it on the draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense out of sorts, and the head coach will use a timeout here. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he'll step into the end zone. To the air, it's Underwood. Works the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Hall. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his big tight end. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, the tight end's trying to work the middle of the field. Nobody even close to him in coverage. It's not going to get any easier than that for the quarterback. That's an easy first down.
Wants to throw again. Intercepted. That total goes to 6. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the pressure. Got his man out of the backfield. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be first and 10 from the 30.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to...
Breaks into the open. The 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. That score will give them a little more room to operate. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Moore will throw. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Moving away from pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Touchdown, Michigan! The give to the back. Nice move there. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Marsh. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the Wolverines headed quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. What a disappointment. No. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Moore to the air. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tied in the red zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. Get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.